Welcome to the Rustic Garden Homestead. Let me give you a tour. I just had a ton of mulch delivered and I bit the bullet and paid for a lot of raised bed soil to be dropped off. Just running out of time. I want to get my beds all set up, but this is 50% compost, 50% topsoil. It'll be perfect. We are going to have 10 great nights, 40 degrees, 50 degrees, so I really want to get planting. This area is all going to be set up with the perennial flowers as I talked about before. I stopped to drop in 3 apple trees. But the garden is really starting to come together. I picked up a lot of wood in my little Honda Civic. If you use bungee cords the right way, you can really move a ton of wood. These are all going to be set up into the frame beds, the raised beds, some decking like I talked about before. These are probably going to trim out this walkway right here. So today I want to get this whole space set up. I want all the raised beds coming down this way to be built. I want to get them filled. I'm really going to start planting everything now. But this is how the garden's looking. Still have a lot of space. I am feeling the pressure a little bit because I want to get everything really set up so I can get to shooting more videos, relaxing, and just watching things grow. Asparagus Patch. This is all of my containers from the previous garden. Lots of stuff survived. That's going to all get divided up. I'll be doing videos on how you refresh your container soil. But essentially it's going to look something like this all the way down the center of the garden. These are 4x8 beds, as I talked about before. It's going to get mulched down, cattle panel, be growing beans in a big nice arc. Hopefully that'll be, if I do it right, should be probably 7 feet tall, so it'll be plenty of room for me to walk through. This is my acclimation station on the other side of the fence. I'll get to that in a second. Going to drop in those trees. There's 4 different pears growing on there, 4 different apples on the other one behind me. These are the decks that I'm building for my container plants. This is a green stalk tower, which I am affiliated with them. I just put it together last night. It overwintered in 5 different sections, and a lot of the herbs survived. This has all been set up. I'm going to put in strawberries, peas, all kinds of different things in here. But if you want to grow vertically, I really do recommend this product. It's got a really nice design, and it did really well last year if you watched that video when it was growing peppers. I'll put a link in so you can get to them. Kale. Second year kale. Kale can overwinter nicely. It's going to bloom and flower. You can eat these. They're absolutely delicious. And if you get them just when they open, when they're yellow, they're really sweet. You can taste the pollen. These are the potatoes that I did in the first container video. Hopefully I get this garden set up over the next 2 days and I'll get to shooting more videos. But I found if I'm trying to shoot videos, trying to set up the garden, I start running out of time. So I thought I'd do a nice tour and get to setting up the place. These are all of my fruits. Blueberries, different canes, grapes. I did put in some tomato plants, a pepper plant. When they were smaller, I was using these vases as cloches to keep them warm. And remember, if your nights are really in the upper 30s and 40s, your tomatoes and peppers are going to kind of sit still, so you don't have to rush them out. But we're just having great weather here, so I am taking a chance. And I'll get to how you use these in a future video. Coming around here, just cut my grass for the first time. Moved the bird feeders to this space over here in the background. If you see it, we're getting our kitchen redone and gutted because it was so darn cold. We found out there's no insulation in the walls. It's just terrible, so we're just spending the money to get that re-insulated and fixed up for next year. This is my acclimation station. I built it about a week ago. Plenty of room, same kind of decking, or same kind of design that I used to build the decking that you saw the containers on. I've taken all my plants out. They've been acclimated. When you acclimate your plants, you really have to go slowly. I can't give you, the recipe, so to speak. It takes about 7 days. If it's always cloudy, like 100% clouds, you can acclimate quickly. If you get full sun, you have to go more slowly. So it's going to be different for everybody. So in there you can see some tomatoes didn't make it. They died. When I put out a lot of these plants about 2 weeks ago, a wind came and really damaged the peppers, and I want to just show you damage there. If your plants are damaged, as long as the root systems aren't harmed greatly, you can see that the peppers back there all lost their leaves, but they're starting to come back, and it's sort of like topping them off. They're going to come back bushier. But even when your plants are greatly damaged, when the leaves are damaged, as long as most of the stalk is okay, the roots are okay, Just stay calm, give them a little bit more nitrogen, and you'll see the leaves will come back. So these are all coming back. But I am ready to get all these plants into the ground. So I'm going to be working on getting the beds filled today. Here is the other beds that I started, oh, I don't know, maybe a month ago. But they're starting to really come together. I'll be doing videos on controlling weeds organically. They're going to be getting sprayed in the path with 30% vinegar. I also got a torch to go on my natural gas canister, so I'll be using that in certain places. Strawberries are doing well. The raspberry canes are starting to get leaves on them, loaded with onions in there. More strawberries, dropped the radishes. These are my kale plants. They are coming in nice and strong now. I put them in a while ago and it was too cold. They just kind of sat there. But now that the temperature's right, they're taking off. The peas are coming up through the chicken wire. That will protect them from rabbits. I've had no damage to anything in here. And then I got my Swiss chard, more kale, more radishes. But the garden is starting to come together. I'm really excited. Soon as I don't know, probably need a couple of days to get all these beds set up. I'll get to more videos and I'll really be showing you what you can start planting now, how to refresh your containers, how to fill these beds without removing the grass, all kinds of different things. So I hope you have a great weekend. Please check out my seed shop at www.therustedgarden.com and please check out my YouTube videos. Thanks for watching.